If you've been told to pull up your socks, then make sure it's a pair of TNT socks. The TNT shop is now open at tntradio.live. Critically analyzing global affairs. The Muckrakers on today's News Talk, TNT.
Well, welcome back to the Muckrakers with me, Andrew Eborn. And here on the Muckrakers, we pledge to continue tackling the most pressing and controversial news issues of our time. Our mission is to provide more light and less heat in our unwavering quest to uncover the truth. Stay with us as we shine a light where others won't. Well, today, surprise, surprise, we're going to be discussing the latest in the UK general election. And in addition to my brilliant panel, I would love to hear from you. Here's how you can get in touch.
Thanks for listening to us. Now we want to listen to you. Our lines are open from the U.S. and Canada. Call 1-888-201-6425. From the U.K., call 033-0024-1026. And from Australia and New Zealand, call 1-800-670-310. Free speech is alive and well on today's News Talk, TNT Radio.
And as always, if you've got any thoughts on the topics we're discussing, or if you have any new points, do get in touch via the phone numbers. You can also get in touch via Twitter. You can contact me at Andrew Eborn, at TNT Radio Live, hashtag the Muckrakers. Then we can find you out. We've had some brilliant comments from the wonderful people around the world, so do get in touch. Well, today I'm being spoiled. We got made up of myself, Andrew Eborn, but also Peter McIlvenna. And Emma Wolf. And just to remind you that this is a forum for debate and conversation, so feel free to speak and share your thoughts as you see fit. Now, Peter McIlvenna, that's the correct pronunciation of your name, isn't it, Peter?
You got a spot on. You're one of the few, Peter McIlvenna. So well done. You get a gold star.
I get gold stars all round. And I'll tell you, it's quite appropriate because it's Boris Johnson's 60th birthday today. So gold stars around would be great. And maybe we could ambush him with a cake as well, which should be good. We remember that under lockdown. So happy birthday to Boris, 60 years old today. Well, Peter is the co-founder and host of Hearts of Oak, a populist free speech alliance. He's also chief of staff to Lord Pearson of Rannoch in the House of Lords, a social, conservative Christian and former UKIP national campaign manager. Also joining us, I think, and Gary will correct me if I'm wrong, is Emma Wolf, who's a writer, journalist and broadcaster. Born in London, she studied English at Oxford University. She worked in psychology publishing before going freelance and becoming a columnist for The Times and Newsweek. She's a TV presenter, or has been on Channel 4 and commentator across the BBC, as well as more platforms. She's also a radio and arts critic in the UK and speaks internationally at literary festivals from Cheltenham to Mumbai. As well as being an author in her own right, Emma is the great niece of the literary legend Virginia Woolf, famous writer and founder of the Bloomsbury Group. She may join us at some time. Let me start with you, however, Peter. Nigel Farage, let's have a look. He seems to be dominating a lot of the headlines at the moment. He came in, surprised not too many people actually, that he came in to lead reform. How do you think it shifted the narrative in the current campaign?
It shifted it hugely. So I has zero interest in party politics after the Tories' disaster on delivering Brexit, after UKIP were involved in that. And so my last kind of connection with party politics was end of 2019. So I've kind of been on the sidelines wondering what's going to happen. And I, obviously with Nigel stepping into the ring for the umpteenth time of asking, but this time it does seem to be different. And the Reform Party obviously was launched out of UKIP in effect, because UKIP wanted to be a populist party, and Nigel wanted that not to happen. So he started the Brexit Party, then the Reform Party, and it did very well in the European elections. This is the first time it's really hitting the road on the UK election scene, and a lot of factors have come into play. Obviously, with Rishi Sunak being despised, really, the Conservative Party being despised, 14 years of Conservative rule have destroyed every fabric of British society that we have held dear. And after that 14 years, now with Rishi Sunak pleading, give me a chance and I'm going to stop a few boats tomorrow, or I'm going to give parents rights instead of the state right to their kids, or on and on and on. So Nigel steps in, and Nigel connects with the people like I don't think any other politician. Boris has done and can do, but Nigel is a fairly honest, straight speaking person, where Boris's image is well worked, and it's a certain persona that he puts out, and he can be all different people. Where Nigel, actually, what you see is what you get. Watching Nigel at a press conference would just be like going to Nigel at the pub, having a pint with him. So what you see is what you get. And I think that honest approach is what the British public want. And his phrase of Britain is broken is absolutely true in every area, in the economy, in the social fabric of our society. Britain is absolutely broken. And Nigel steps into that with a perfect message of we can do something. So it's made me excited, because I was very depressed whenever I thought, no, this is Sunak or Starmer. This is so depressing. And then Nigel steps in. So it's cheered me up at least.